Supposed to interview somebody very pretty, somebody very talented, and somebody coming to town this weekend. Jewel.
Hello. I liked that intro.
I know. Do you like that, how I introduced Taylor Swift first, and then I'm going to come to you?
Whatever it takes.
Exactly. Well, congratulations, folks. Jewel is here. Congratulations on the new record deal.
Thank you.
You're moving over to country.
Yeah.
It's just kind of an interesting thing, don't you think?
I'm excited. I was raised on a ranch. My dad's a cowboy, and I've been writing country songs my whole career, but I tried to get them. I've had a lot of them put on records, but they wouldn't work anything. My label wouldn't work anything at radio. So
Yeah.
I finally got off that label and made this record. And I didn't think I was going to find a label, honestly, that I was going to like.
That. Yeah, because that's kind of funny because, folks, if you don't realize this, they do go to different labels to find out what concessions they have to make or what concessions the label has to make in order to get you to sign. I mean, there's so many labels down there in Nashville. How did you just finally find one? Is there a reason for it?
You know, I've made about 5 of my 7 records in Nashville, so I've been there a long time and know the town fairly well, know a lot of the guys that run the labels, and went around. I made my record, and then I took it to labels, and they wanted it to be more pop, which I was really surprised by, because my whole career I've been told I'm too country. Yeah. And it's got to get that twang out of it. And then all of a sudden I come into country and they're like, we want it more pop. I'm like, I can't win. This is making me nuts. But I didn't want to do it. You know, the business has changed so much, you know, the corporate takeovers and the public companies. Mm-hmm. It's just hard to get great art out and get somebody to fight for it and not just have it be a bunch of cheese. So I didn't think I was going to find a label that was going to let me just be me. Yeah. And so I was going to go independent, you know, direct to Walmart or something like that. But then I met Scott Borchetta, and we have this little teeny label. I'm really excited about it.
We like to call him the Mafia in country radio.
Aww.
Yeah, he's the Mafia guy. He's a good guy, though. You found a great guy when it comes to the label. Valerie Music Company, it's our company. It's a new label that just started this past year with you, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we're only a couple months old.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
their
pretty
first
exciting.
little artist, and I'm really excited because it's just about music. It's about I like that song, and I think other people will like it. Not does it fit in a formula? Does it sound like everything else?
Yeah. Well, I got a question for you. I had heard, now we were talking a couple of minutes ago about your music, about how you started off with your career and the label. What you weren't sure if some songs were going to get it on the radio. What happened up in New York one time? You were up on top of a building, and you had some interns with, some boards on there promoting your music. What happened with that? I was discovering, I was living in my car in San Diego, and I got signed, but grunge was huge, alternative music, and I was a little storyteller, lyric-driven songwriter. Joan Baez.
I guess. And it wasn't working. They actually worked my song at radio for a whole year without it ever going on there, and finally they discovered that they could do shortwave radio, and so it was actually in Times Square. Okay. They had me standing on a van, and the secretaries had to walk around with signs saying, "Here, New Atlantic recording artist Jewel on AM 24, or something like that. Yeah.
How exciting was that for you?
I later opened a Nike shoe store in the same day. It's a big day. I actually have a videotape of it of somebody going, "Do you have this in an 8?" While I'm in the background singing my heart out.
Too bad you couldn't hit a parade after that. You were in New York. They should have had a parade for you.
No, that would have been way too fancy. Yeah.
Exactly. So one time you grew up, you obviously are from Alaska. If folks didn't know, Jewel's from Alaska. And you would tell us a story about you and your mom growing up. I know that there were some tough times growing up.
Yeah, my parents were musicians. They got divorced when I was 8. My dad and I became a duet, and we started bar singing, touring around lumberjack bars, biker bars, fisher bars, stuff like that. I was raised on a ranch with my dad, and we didn't have any plumbing. We didn't have electrical heating. We had a coal stove for heat, and we had an outhouse. Wow. It was very Loretta Lynn.
How archaic.
It was very archaic. We just lived in a really remote part of the country. No grocery shopping. We only ate what we raised and what we stored up for winter.
What was the one thing that you've killed some things then, is basically what you're saying. Yeah. You hunted and did things like that? Yeah. Do you know how to skin a deer and all that? Uh-huh. Do you? Yeah. What's the fanciest thing you knew how to do when you were hunting?
I don't know if anything's very fancy.
Just do it, get it done, and eat it.
Pack it up and, freeze it.
Do you still do it nowadays?
No.
Nah, not even for sport?
It's so easy to go to the store where we live in Texas. We have plumbing, we have flushing toilets. It's awesome.
What a great world.
It's pretty nice.
And folks, if you didn't know this, Jewel is actually dating Ty Murray, former PBR champion, or former bull riding champion, I should say. And now you guys kind of still have your hands somewhat into the PBR. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Can I get you to play something?
Yeah.
I would love to hear, because I know, man, you've got so many hits, 27 million records you've sold, and I know you just got it's a hit factory when it comes to Jewel.
We'll see.
You play anything that you want, because hearing you sing is just great.
I guess I'll do You're Meant for Me, maybe.
Okay.
Some of your listeners might know that.